Welcome back to some more open XCOM extended Warhammer 40k with the Rosigma submod. We are back on with our Inquisition force. We had, I believe, last time placed some replacement Arbite into the Valkyrie. Let's quickly check our equipment. We don't have grenade launchers available yet. We could put in a few more of those just because we can, although we won't necessarily be using them, and the Hunt Flamer as well. Are we actually able to buy just a regular Flamer? We can. Let's maybe buy 2 and some additional fuel, as I think it might be good with dealing with some of the Chaos Forces. I know that there are, for example, like Zinch Corrupted Sisters, that when you dispatch them normally, they change into a second form, and then dispatch them again, and then they turn into even another third form. But if you just burn them with fire, then they don't respawn at all. We are going against Nurgle, it seems like, but I'm not sure if... I think it might be dependent on what type of base is near, so I'm not sure if it's possible that there's like a Zinch base in a different part of the world that we will be seeing in the future maybe. We are researching the Imperial Assassins requisition, I suppose, and we have started recently a weapons requisition, which will, I think, lead to heavy weapons requisition or the black market, I think, in case of Inquisition. If we take a quick look, yeah, I don't see heavy weapons requisition in here. There's a white shield black market, and this in turn unlocks heavy weapon requisition. So it seems like there's an additional step in between, and this unlocks mortars and grenade launchers. And grenade launchers I would like to get. We are intercepting an enemy, crafted damage. That was our craft, the enemy was destroyed. We have another stormtrooper, and before I forget, what's your strength? Actually 27, that's not very high. How about just a long last for you? What's your firing accuracy? Fairly high, so a long last might be the way to go. Looks like we have to purchase some more crack missiles that get a stockpile going of 40. And we get some more bullets and some crack grenades, though we have to put them in manually. And I suppose we do incendiaries, HE. I suppose we could also might want to buy a little bit more of the armor piercing variant. And now you get the flamers. I suppose we will wait a little bit for the bullets. We have researched the assassins. Let's see, we could start going with the securing or go for the Ogrins. This is 4, this a lot more, this a little bit more Imperial Guard. Auto stab ammo, and that's the Volonium. So that's for the revolver of the old Gene Stealer, whatever, the gunslinger unit. How about we go with securing the Imperial agents. Well, we are quite okay on people. We have a few to spare. Warp stones, orb origins, rituals, join. That seems like it's more for chaos. Some armor, but that's for marines. Officio Assassinorum, that's not what we are going with. Inquisitorial Psychic. Sanctioned Psyker Requisition. How about is it researched? Not too bad, I think. Let's add it with like 15 people. What else? I guess we could go for the motion scanners. It might unlock some other technology for us. How difficult is it? Not too difficult, I think, but we will reshuffle our adepts in the future if we see that we are overcommitting. Some more bolters, sure, why not? And we don't want another support servitor. Some cracker penetrators, some ammo, flamer, and the fuel. Auto pistol, auto guns, sure. Last guns, no. And also AP bullets. I think we are okay on the frag grenade front. Let's just go forward. Another stormtrooper and weapon requisition is finished, and we have a few more research areas. How about meltguns? We can now purchase heavy stubber, last scatter, auto stubber, heavy stubber. I don't think we are interested in any of that. Very small ground level. Let's intercept it with our fighter. Are there multiple? Yes, there are in fact 3 in here. And large airborne in here. I'm not sure if we would have been able to engage that large target with both of our fighters. Enemy crash lands. So I suppose we will be sending out our troops. Let's see. Well, the enemy crash lands again, and I think we can redirect them. I don't think they took any damage, and they still are good on ammunition. And are we going to get a third crash landing? We did. So you had 2 very smalls and 3 very smalls, but they might be from different factions, so they have different icons. So let's make sure that we are fully crewed. I think maybe we will give the Floof a little rest if we're to sort by firing accuracy. We could take the Stormtrooper. That's, I think, the one with the long glass. And where's the new one? Stormtrooper armor. Where are you again? You can get a Helgen. Let's, I guess, start with the closest one. Unfortunately, after each mission, we are going to, regardless of the outcome, come back and resupply. We won't be able to tackle these three missions one after another. A crash site 21. Let's make sure all of our soldiers have their equipment. We have our sister Pensha, who we might want to start using a bit more aggressively. I can't change your armor now. I could have given this guy the shield. This is early morning, I think, and the visibility might not be full. And we didn't change the armor for this guy as well. That's not ideal. We have the Mark V Melta, but we don't have the ammunition for it yet. How about a missile launcher? We have this one, but it's very, very heavy. So I think we're just going to give you the Arbeit's Heavy Stabber and Heavy Stabber Belt. And I suppose, how about a medkit? This guy is not very strong, but we can't change his armor now. And you can get a medkit. You have the Metal Storm, I believe. Yes, that's correct. This is a very small, so I don't think we quite need to be stocking up on more ammo for our troops. We could get you like a little stabber as well. Well, that's a bit too heavy for you. How about more ammunition? If we can find it. You have AP, incendiary, so let's go with more high explosive. And that's about it for our troops, it seems like. Actually, maybe I guess I could... Well, you have very high melee accuracy. So how about instead you get the bolter with the bayonet? And we still have two of these master crafted light bolter clips. You are fairly high on melee yourself, and maybe you could get a more hefty weapon. Have the Godwin and the Jove. Several adjustments. Niche versus enemies that the lighter DS cannot handle. I guess we can give you the Jove. However, we will want to change the ammo type if we can. I'm not sure if... No, yeah, the Metal Storm. That's the one that I'm looking for, and I suppose Kraken Penetrators as well. And then we have any more sisters. We have our main one, and that's... These two are fairly good at melee. I guess one more I will exchange for a different, a bit heavier bolter. Melee 75. So the one that's got the least melee. I guess you can get the Stalker. Your firing accuracy is not that high, but I suppose you should be okay. And let's go to battle. It is a very small, so hopefully shouldn't be that big of a challenge, although we already see 9 Greenskins. Do we see anyone that's especially dangerous. Well, I think we certainly see where we would like to put our bullets. And that's 3 in 1. And we have discovered a 4th one as well. And they have spent a lot of their time units for reaction fire, hopefully. Have they destroyed our... I think they have destroyed our cannon. Yep, they did. That is unfortunate, but we still got our money's worth there. We will probably want to deploy a smoke. Let's move the assassin out a little bit and deploy smoke with Sister Repentia, although I guess she could take a shot first. She has the stealth, so I am hoping that she won't be getting reaction fire. That certainly did bring this guy down. And since he was the closest, and we now rid ourselves of this immediate danger, we might as well try and put some more bullets out before we deploy the grenade and obscure our vision. Do you have like a... Yeah, it seems like he has a grenade launcher attached. There is a rock in the way, and unfortunately, if we stand up, we won't be able to auto-fire. Maybe this burner boy, there are trees in the way. There's another one in here. Do you have line of sight? Seems like you there, and indeed you do. And he exploded because of the tank on his back. You don't really have a scope, but you have very good accuracy. And maybe not the auto shot, this one. We are seeing a little bit of return fire, however the shield is taking care of it, it seems like. One more. I think it might be time to deploy the grenade in here. Maybe not as far. You need 27 for the auto shot. Maybe move all the way out into here. And the second one is in the air, a storm boy. We might want to put a lot of fire on him. And he goes down and explodes. Another one, you probably need a lot. You need 44. We have the sisters in here. You need 36. So you can move out, kneel, and hopefully be accurate. Indeed. And the green skin goes down as well. I suppose we can start deploying the Arbites with their heavy weapons. Let's kneel and try to eliminate this burner boy. I think he's got his back turned on us. Indeed, he did have. And we are able to put him down. You need 20. So you could move somewhere into here. Kneel and maybe try for this guy, or maybe just Overwatch. You can see guys out this way. And you only need 26. However, finding a line of fire might be fairly difficult. This guy is still up. Okay, we tried our best. Do you have a grenade, a smoke grenade, anyone? You could pick one up.
They will never triumph.
You have one handy, so go out, and you need 35 to throw it. And move to the back a little bit. Anyone else? So I think you will pick one up, although I'm not sure. I actually forgot to equip the flamers, but we are engaging in a fairly large distance, so it probably wouldn't be quite useful in this engagement. We can start moving up somewhere. Anywhere closer, let's say in here and kneel. You out here this way. You might be able to do a fairly accurate snapshot. However, I'm not sure. How are we on the equipping friends in the back front? Let's try. Okay, then hit. Anyone? And the last guy with a snapshot as well. I think he might have eliminated a hostile booth. We have you with the grenade. Throw it in front of us, and let's end our turn here. We did get a little bit of reaction fired there. And we're able to inflict some damage upon this green skin. How about a precision shot? No line of fire, there is something in front of you. It's the wing. Okay, how about you? And indeed, we were able to bring the target down, and there's still one left. I don't remember if there were any more. And you have the rock on your way, so how about the officer? So there is at least one more Greenskin somewhere out there. So let's divide our troops a little bit. And we can see him out all the way out there. Do we have any sort of sniper weapon up here? We do. But we didn't make the shot. Let's set up. This is also a long glass, I believe. I actually misclicked, but not sure that it would have made any difference. 2 snapshots from the Hellgun, but no joy. Let's move some more people up. Maybe somewhere in up to here first. This Straw of Battle also has a sniper weapon, a scoped one. And we shall end the turn here. We got grenaded. And now we got shot. Let's maybe proceed with the Stormtrooper. And we have uncovered a commando that was always here, but we were not able to see him. And it seems like he is able to dodge some of our shots, but not all of them, and that was the last one. So we are ending the battle. Unfortunately, the commando managed to wound some of our troops towards the end of the third engagement, so they will be out for some time. That will give other people the chance to see some fighting. We will sell all the corpses. We get a bounty of 100k. A second veterancy award. Let's go back. We got the crack missiles that we were missing for rearmament for our fighters, and some more adepts. Let's put them on the meltguns. And let's put more people in here. We have the one Katachan fighter that's no longer wounded, and a Frateris and an Arbite. Let's actually take a look at our Stormtroopers. You have long lass, but you could probably use even a multi-lass. Or if we take away these grenades, you are almost perfect on the weight. However, you would probably prefer a long lass or maybe a Hellgun, since we already have some long lasses available. You are a little bit overweight, but you should be okay, and you will gain more strength in future engagements. The Arbites. We have lost the heavy armor. We could go with the medic instead of a medkit, and a second one for you. Anyone else? I don't think so. That's all of them, it seems like. So, are we rearmed and ready? Yes, we are. So let's go for another engagement with the Valkyrie. It is going to be still day, I think. Broad daylight. Maybe let's put a second smoke grenade in your hand, since we'll probably be opening with that anyway. You are also fairly strong. Do we have 3 Arbites or the 2? Did one of them get wounded? Yeah, with the grenade, I think. So you can indeed take the other heavy stabber. We have a Frateris with us who was in the catacombs, I believe. A scoped out gun, sure. Although you have quite a lot of strength. And this has a recall of 40. How about a bit of a heavier weapon for you? Do you have anyone that we would like to put it on? Maybe you, as you have fairly high accuracy. And I think we like these metal storms and krakens already in the pocket. So you can take the Godwin, I think. However, you need more ammo. anyone else can activate your grenades. You can now have a smoke. We have one more phosphor grenade that we might want to put on someone. You have the melter. You could have the phosphor. And actually, or maybe the melter and the crack. And maybe you can have the phosphor grenade. Should we put the flamer on anyone? They are quite a risky endeavor, the flamers. How about on the Sister Repentia? Since she seems to be not very useful. We get rid of this one. Then I suppose she won't be needing the melter grenade. Or we could just put like a hand flamer with her. And keep the eviscerator. And a no, okay, that would be too heavy. How about you? Yeah, I'm a little bit afraid. Well, I'm not a little bit. I'm quite a bit afraid of putting flamers on people. What's the range of the small one? 7. And how about the regular size one? 9. That's not much more. And do we have more fuel? Yeah, but you are already overweight, so let's go to battle. Beatle, as Prepotente says it. The Goatman himself, if you know the character. Let's just get rid of this mech boy. He is, if we can, or maybe we can't. Too close for my liking. Mostly biggins. They have a mixture of small and big Dakka. Yeah, let's just... Well, I suppose our troops should be able to get rid of him. Maybe this guy. One shot in the back seems to do it. And there is a weird boy that we didn't spot earlier, which is not very good, as I would have preferred to get rid of him as soon as possible. Let's start moving out. I'm hoping that we won't be seeing any more reaction fire from these guys. We have scored some, I think, armor hits. You need 43 for an aim shot, so you can go quite far, actually. Just be careful about turning around. How about you? 18 for an auto shot. Let's maybe move you out here, kneel, and take the auto shot of the closer one. And we were able to bring him down, so let's take the aim shot at the one further back. No joy. Do we have... Okay, I guess once again you shall pick up a smoke grenade and create a smoke screen for us in here. Let's maybe take a peek out with our assassin. And there is 1, 2, and 3 right up on the truck. You only have a smoke grenade, but I think we will start with that. How are you on grenades? You have a frag and a crack ready. Let's prime it. And I think throw it somewhere here in the middle if we can. I'm not sure if this was effective in any way. I think we will hide you behind here. The sister should be able to take a few... How many? 2, maybe 3 burst fire. Let's try to get rid of this guy first. No line of fire. Maybe a little closer.
Prepare yourselves.
We have scored only a single hit there. We have you with the hand flamer. And you need only 20 for an auto shot, and we are fairly close. Out of range still. Now she is out of the smoke screen. She has dodged some of it. However, not all. You can still patch her up to full, and she still has a hefty chunk of health left, actually. Are we able to do anything else in here? How about the phosphor grenade? I need 39 to throw it. How about a smoke screen first? Let's prime it and throw it out there at his feet. Can you throw it up there? It doesn't seem like we are able to use this grenade. One went down, I think. The others are on fire, or maybe 2 went down. I don't remember if there were 2 or 3 in there. However, he is out of points, unfortunately. We can still move you up. And from a fairly short range, hopefully be able to pull. We could go for 2 burst fires, however your accuracy is not that high. Or new and go with auto fire, no line of fire here. So let's go for the other one. We were able to bring that one down. How about you? If the servitor were to move aside and you were to move up here, 42. But I'm not sure if we are going to be able. 34. That's not enough, unfortunately. 38, not enough. Because we also have to spin around to here. 36, not enough. I think we will put a hold on that and maybe start moving out, hide beneath the wing. And you can move out as well. Maybe even a little further and you can see the guy in the back there. However, the wing is in the way, so we will just keep you on overwatch for now. And we still have this sister. I'm thinking about another smoke grenade. You won't be able to throw it, but you have one handy just when we need it. Actually, maybe you could move out to here. There is another one close up, but I believe that this one is a bigger threat. However, we are not able to take him down still. Oh, you will hide. You will repair the armor of the retention, not quite. And not enough energy. We still have the assassin, who I think we will also hide somewhere. Maybe in the Valkyrie itself for now. Let's see if we have anyone else available. But I do not think so. So we are looking at some nasty fire from the flash gets. Unless he goes down due to bleeding out or the fire. So let's go to next turn and see. He might have died, I think. We got a nasty grenade, but I don't think it was effective. He didn't die and he killed. We did lose someone. One of the orcs, I think, bled out or burned down, but this guy hid somewhere in there. Let's see if we can take care of him. That's quite risky. The penetrate rounds might be better suited against this guy. Can you see him? No, you can see this guy. And we were able to bring him down and some trees along the way. And now we can see this guy better. So let's continue with the auto fire. Let's see. The Repensha. I think she can hide the Handflamer 31. So she would be able to hit him once. But let's maybe hold off on that and see if you can see the guy. You do. And the heavy weapon, as we can see, is much better at dealing with such threats. I guess you might as well try to put this gun into use. You can see the Storm Boy. You cannot see him up there yet. But that's no obstacle for our sniper. You can now see a mech boy back there. And we were able to put a snapshot into his bag, I think. No. Shit. He got up and didn't necessarily want him to do that, but too late now. Let's move you out and try to put an aim shot there. And let's move you up. How about the altar? Let's try to go after this guy first. And after this guy next. We have two more. You can see one of them. So try your luck. Nothing. Do we have any snipers in here? Not necessarily. We see a tank buster boy. So we should probably be reserving some time units in case he comes up close. We need 96. And you cannot remove aside. Would you be able to try and put a round into him? No. And how about from here? Okay. Who do we have left? The sister can move somewhere out here. Yeah, there's still the weird boy out there that we have to put down. Okay, I respect that. Anyone left with any time units? Not really, only the support servitors and the one that we are keeping on Overwatch. But we can move the servitors up. I think you can hide behind the wheel here. And you can hide underneath the wing to get closer. So there's some more Greenskinz in this corner, it seems. Some good reaction fire took down one of them. You could attempt an aim shot at this guy. I think we might be... Can you see anyone? No. We might be able to, yeah, clear this guy here. Let's see, our assassin can peek out and in fact see two Greenskinz. And it goes down very nicely. How about you and some snapshots? No line of fire. Move out, move up a little bit. No, nothing landed, unfortunately. We need 28, so we can kneel and still be able to do an auto shot. Something did land and wound him. However, he did wound us back. We have the Sister Repentia. She could charge in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She might be able to do it actually, but let's see our other options first. No, nothing landed here. You need 43 for well, that might be if he went further. He might have not gotten the angle because of a tree, but he was able to snipe down. We did lose one of our servitors actually, and one of our units. And we have put down 16 Greenskins in a very small, I believe. Some big devotion bump. Some other stats almost across the board. Only one of our stormtroopers didn't see any action. Let's sell all of that. And we are bringing in quite a lot of money. 285, good rating. We have lost a Brethren Frateris with 10 kills. So he was pretty good. We shall return to base, replace our losses, rearm, and in the next episode we will clear out the last very small crash site, which has a different icon, so it might be Greenskins, but rather someone else. And we shall see that in the next episode.